interviewing Bobby Gold this afternoon, a former fantastic clown, along with concert promoter, entertainer, actor. Boy, we don't know what he's all done, but we're so glad to be with you, Bobby, today.
Great to be here with you, Ted.
Bobby, let's get started back when you were younger. You know, I mean, we're all kids daydreaming, having fun, playing cops and robbers in house. And I know as a kid, I wanted to fake acting and make believe in cowboys and Indians. Bobby, what drew you towards I know your early career was in clowning for many years in the Bay Area. Bobby, tell us, how did you get into the clowning?
Well, it started in school. You know, I was a class clown. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't get a good education and wasn't very bright. Okay. It was kind of rough start. Come from a poor family. Stepfather taught me how to work, how to make money, and then he took it from me. But I had to work, take care of children and everything, and didn't have a good opportunity, to study and just learn how to work and everything. Didn't get the book. So when you're in school, you go there with kind of raggedy, and the kids laugh at you, make fun of you, they bully you. That's what they call it today, bullying. So you have to you clown around, and you get attention. They laugh at you.
Absolutely.
So that's the way you do it.
It begins that way for everybody, right? All the great comedians
I think
today.
so, yeah. So you laugh, you act stupid, and you get the attention, and it's, that's how it goes. And that's how it started.
Fantastic,
That's how it
Bobby.
started.
Great. Then where did you go, Bobby? How did you start booking yourself? I mean, who gave you gigs?
Before that, brother, you asked me, I wanted to be a singer, but you can't sing. You got to do what comes next.
Yes.
So, I started going to concerts and singing. The Platters were my all-time favorite group. Went to the concerts. I started going to concerts, watching these people sing, and people would ask me to sing far, far away. But I love to sing, love the stage, like so many. You've seen all the singers that did it, they'd watch it, and you got it, you don't get, you got it, you don't got it.
Right.
But anyway, I started,
That's simple.
and that's how I got in it. I started working with these people, start meeting them, and then I started booking them. You asked how I started clowning. I started it and start booking myself. And
you did actually book yourself. I mean, a few birthday parties, right?
Yeah, that's
it
what
begins
started.
that way.
Exactly. And then I caught on in my hometown, San Francisco. I started booking and thinking I was the only clown. But there were a lot of clowns, but in my neighborhood, which was the Mission, I was very popular, And somebody told me one day, man, I see you at every party, man, and they like me, so I was very popular, and it was difficult there because there was no parking,
Oh my!
So I had to put on my contract, must provide parking for the clown, and then I got where they were hiring me, wanting me. Same families called me over and over and over.
Sure.
I even got tired of doing the same party. I knew everybody, knew all the kids. And he called me, hey, you available next week? And over is doing the same parties. And that's how I did the clown thing. And then I started promoting shows, got to work with all the greats, the Motown, Mary Wells, the Platters, Coaster Shirelles, Bobby Day, Jewel Lakins, all the oldies acts.
You gotta come forward, babe. We're losing you. The sunlight. Hold it. Let's see. There you go. You're looking great.
Great.
Good. Now, Bobby. Okay. Let's go to Bobby. Let's go back a little bit. After, of course, you did your clowning, then you started moving towards the concerts. You love the Platters, Temptations, all these people. I've seen your book, Bob, with the photos from Smokey Robinson all the way down to Paul and Paula. I mean, you have met and worked with almost everybody. Where was the first gig at? Where did you book the first gig? What hall was it?
This was a nightclub that I worked. It was called the Streets of San Francisco. That was back February 13th, 1977. I started booking acts there, and then a club called Bejans on in San Francisco between 22nd and 21st and Missions, Valencia Street. I brought Bobby Day, and Bobby Day had brought Jewel Akins, who had a hit called The Birds and the Bees. He also brought a guy by the name Eugene Church, who had a hit back then called Pretty Girls. He also brought Pierre, that played the flute in Rockin' Robin. I mean, it was amazing,
Wow.
man. Yeah, we had some great guys. Little Caesar and the Romans, those oldies but goodies. And when you start meeting these guys, you keep meeting more and more. I worked with Donnie Brooks. Donnie had a hit called Mission Bells back in the day, and he had the his acts. He had worked with everybody in the business. They had the 30th anniversary of rock and roll, and they traveled, did all the fairs, and Donnie hooked up with me. Donnie would MC my shows. Donnie knew everybody, put the whole show together. And then we did the Moose Lodges, we did Monte Carlo Club, and we just
Bobby, did you ever expand out of the Bay Area? You know, while you were there, I
Yeah.
was in Fresno for many, many years.
Yeah.
Did you ever do the Rainbow Ballroom? There was a bunch of shops down there.
Oh yeah, we did. Actually, I was at the Rainbow with Bretton Wood. Okay, I was at the Rainbow with golly, man, you know,
That's
my age
okay.
is
It'll
showing
come
up.
back.
But
It'll
no, I
come
was there
back.
with Malo and Richard Bean, guy who wrote Suavecito. I was there with him. I was there
Suavecito.
with some of the guys with Latin Rock. I was there with oh God, man, I'm embarrassed now.
Well, there's lots of people.
Abel
Lots of-
Sanchez with his group, you know,
Sure.
Abel the Prophecy had Cisa Fuente All-Star Band, Cesar Chavez, and his group. Yeah, we did a lot of shows out. We did at the Rainbow. That's a beautiful place.
Bobby, you know what? You bring up a great name because I began my radio career right out of high school, 1967, at KRDG, Redding, California. And you won't believe my first interview was Brenton Wood.
Really?
Brenton came through town doing a show, and it was so great. And you know, this man's had quite a career because he has just done some shows the last year or two out in the Phoenix area, you know.
Brett works
And-
all over.
And I think he's still fairly healthy.
Yeah.
And doing good with, you know, Oogie Boogie song or whatever it was.
Oogum Boogum.
Oogum Boogum.
Me and you.
Yeah. Give me a little, just a little.
Little sign. Give me a little sign.
Oh, those
Yes,
were great
So
hits.
many. Well, now you mentioned we did a show up in Reading. That was with Donnie Brooks. Yeah, it was a
Really?
great show. The
I wonder what
Coasters, yeah,
year.
Cannibal the Headhunters. Oh yeah, and we did shows in San Jose. I was with Breton in New Mexico.
Boy, you did get out then a little ways.
Yeah, we did a few out there in New Mexico.
How-
In Albuquerque.
What was the furthest east you went with some shows? You had mentioned you'd worked even here recently with Billy Bonds.
Billy Soul Bonds. That was in Montgomery, Alabama. That was just in January.
My goodness.
Yeah, and then I was down in Memphis, Tennessee, also in January, with Chili Bill. That's this guy is amazing, man. He rolled out the red carpet for me in Memphis. That's the guy to know. He sings with the Mad Lads, and that's a true brother, man.
Well, I want the folks to know, we're getting to the end of the tape. I want them to know that they can find your other interviews. Just do a search, subscribe to Bobby Gold's interviews. He's got some tremendous interviews. As a matter of fact, with Brian Hyland, Paul and Paula, and
Jimmy Clanton.
Jimmy Clanton. These were great oldie but
Yeah.
goodie stars, and it's a great interview, folks. You'll want to see that. And Bobby, real quick before we wrap up, what's in the future? What are you looking at? You're a young man right now, and what's are you doing in 2020, 2021?
We got a lot of, because of this coronavirus, we got a lot of interviews coming up with a lot of the Latin rock. A lot of these
Okay.
guys, we already
Okay.
planned it. We just lost Jorge Santana. I had a little interview with him that wasn't recorded. I'm so sad about that. We're gonna do a live interview with him, recording it. But we got Abel Sanchez and his brother Alfie Sanchez, and a lot of guys that were former members of Malo, and
Great group, Malo.
Yeah, and so we're looking for that when I return back to the Bay Area as soon as this pandemic's over.
Fantastic.
And so-
Bobby, it's been a pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been
Pleasure.
talking with Bobby Gold, fantastic clown. They called him the ghetto clown in the San Francisco, and a great concert promoter and just all around entertainer. Thank you, Bobby.
Just before we go,
one last
Stan,
thing, Bobby, what is
Before we go, right now I'll be doing interviewing, like I said, and I got one coming up with Ted Jordan, by the way.
Hey, listen, I can't wait to hear about that fellow.
That's coming right up. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody.